Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Katine.
Okay, thank you so much for answering. I was just calling the speaker and she said the place in Yuko, there's no electricity. So she will just join, but she won't use the presentations, but she'll share the slides. So she will be joining, I guess, before 7:20. So kindly just be patient.
Hello guys, how are you doing?
Hello, hello.
Hey Katile.
Oh, you have joined. I was waiting for you to join.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm sorry for the delay.
it's okay. I think we can start.
Okay, sawa sawa. Okay,
Okay, good evening, everyone. Our speaker has joined. So our session, it's a session that we skipped, and it is session 21 on the BHMC training. And today's topic will be general principles of immunization, safe immunization and vaccination of children. And our speaker today is Lucy Nyawira Maina, who is a sexual health and reproductive health champion, a peer educator with 5 years of experience in sexual and reproductive health, and she's the project coordinator at the Safe Community Initiative. So welcome so much, our speaker, and we are glad.
thank you so much, Katile. Okay, when I start again, my name is Lucy Nyawira Maina, and I'm so happy to be presenting for you on issues pertaining immunization. So I've been given a 1 hour slot, so I'll try to make it fast. If you have any questions, please don't feel usijikaze, just type it in the message, nitaona, and I'll make sure nimejibu all your questions. Okay, so my objective today is just to describe immunization programs in Kenya and to review the types of immunity and the types of vaccines available, and to know the vaccines included in the BBYI schedule, when they are given, the sites of administration, and the side effects. Okay, so I'll try, my objective are just only those three. So I'll try to make it short so that and easy to understand. Sawa. So when we are talking about immunization, always the first thing that comes to our mind is KEPI, okay? KEPI. When you talk about immunization, it's KEPI. Kitambo, it used to be called EPI, that is the expanded program on immunization, but it was renamed into KEPI, that is the Kenya expanded program on immunization. So when we're talking about immunization, we also come and think about WHO, that is the World Health Organization program. So WHO, it came up with a program, ambao waliiname expanded program on immunization, and the goal was to make vaccines available to all children throughout the world. Okay, and this EPI was initiated in May 1974, that is. So imagine from 1974 until now, a lot of new ideas, a lot of new vaccines have come up. So we need to always change or adapt to what is already current. Okay, so 10 years later, like in 1984, WHO wali establish kuwa the standardized vaccination schedule for the original EPI vaccine needed to be updated. That is BCG, DPT, oral polio, and measles, that they needed to be updated. That is, new vaccines have come up, so there was a need to update from the old to the new. Okay, so ukapata from the EPI, they added new forms of vaccines, whereby tulipata hepatitis B, tulipata rotavirus, tukapata pneumococcal conjugate vaccine, tukapata Haemophilus influenza conjugated vaccine. Okay, so these are the other types of vaccines that were added later on. So what is the goal of EPI or KEPI, the Kenya Expanded Program of Immunization? So what is the goal? The goal, one of the goals is to protect more people in a changing world and closing the gap. So the aim of immunizing people is that you're trying to protect these people against dangerous diseases, such as the COVID vaccine. Okay, we're taking vaccine to protect our people. Another goal is to introduce new vaccines and technology. You know, when you're talking about a disease, it mutates, it changes. So from the vaccine ya kitambo, that is 1974, we can't choose that type of vaccine now. Okay, so we need to change. That's why EPI was introduced. Okay, so another goal is to integrate immunization into the health sector. In 1974, immunization had not been integrated yet. So they needed a program to be established in the country and make it mandatory, okay? So that any child that comes seeks healthcare or any child born in the facility needs to be immunized, okay? So, venye naendelea kuongea, I know some of you are asking yourself, what is immunization, right? What is vaccine, okay? So when I'm saying immunization, it's the process of introducing a weakened or a killed form of disease-causing organism or their toxin into the body, which increases the body's immunity to protect one from that particular disease. Okay, so let me come back again. Immunization is the process of introducing weakened or killed forms of disease-causing organism or their toxins into the body, which increase body's immunity to protect one from that particular disease. So that is immunization. And when I'm saying vaccine, a vaccine, these are substances prepared from microorganisms. That is, a microorganism can be either a virus or a bacteria. So these vaccines stimulate the body to produce antibodies that fight or weaken any disease organism that attempts to invade the body. So that's the work of the vaccine. Okay, so right now in this era of COVID, you've had something called herd immunity. Herd immunity, herd immunity. The government is trying to vaccinate a total number of people. It's all about herd immunity. So what is herd immunity? Herd immunity is used to refer to the level of immunity in a community as a whole. Okay, so the level of immunity in this particular community, now that's herd immunity. So let's continue. So there are different types of immunity. We have active immunity, we have passive immunity, and they are further divided into natural immunity and artificial immunity. So when I mean active immunity, it occurs when a person makes his own antibodies against a disease. And it occurs in two ways, either naturally, that is the natural active immunity, or artificial active immunity. So when I mean natural active immunity, it's when you as a person, you get into contact with the disease and the body makes its own antibodies on that particular microorganism. Now that is natural active immunity. And McHugh, natural active immunity is lifelong immunity. Okay, now when I'm talking about artificial active immunity, it occurs when a person is given a certain type of vaccine which will stimulate the body to produce antibodies. Now that is artificial. So what is the advantages of active immunity? What do you gain by having active immunity? The first thing is that active immunity lasts for many years, okay, such as tetanus. And in some diseases, immunity lasts for life, such as measles. Unaona kama measles, okay, ukidungwa nini vaccine ya measles, it's for life, okay? And tetanus, there's some, if you follow the right protocol of tetanus vaccine, you can gain that immunity for life. So what are the disadvantages of active immunity? Sometimes it evolves. That is, the natural active immunity, it can evolve out of a suffering from a disease. That is, for you to get active immunity, you have to have gotten the disease, and that is a disadvantage on itself. And then another disadvantage of artificial active immunity, you have to be administered the vaccine. and it takes a longer period of time for it to give you adequate protection. Now, that is a disadvantage on it. So when I'm talking about active immunity, if I go back, that is, we have active and passive immunity. And active, we have natural active immunity and artificial active immunity. So let's talk about passive immunity. What do I mean when I say passive? It occurs when ready-made antibodies are given to a person. So unlike active immunity, the body does not make its own antibodies. There are two types of passive immunities right now. We have natural passive and artificial passive. Ukumbuke venye nilianza mara ya kwanza, nikisema kuna active na passive, and these two are divided into natural and artificial. So the kwanza, that is the active immunity, kuna natural active na artificial active. Na ya pili passive, kuna natural passive na artificial passive. So the difference between natural passive and artificial passive ni nini? You can ask me that question. It means that when you have natural passive immunity, mostly when I'm talking about this, I'm talking about babies. So when a baby receives antibodies from its mother during pregnancy, now that is natural passive immunity. And when I'm talking about artificial passive immunity is when a person gets this immunity from antibodies in form of a serum. Okay, you can just take a serum, then it's drawn into the body. Now that is natural, that is artificial passive immunity. An example ni anti-tetanus serum. When a patient comes to the hospital and anataka tetanus shot, na apewe the anti-tetanus serum. Now that person may gain artificial passive immunity. Another one ni kama rabies. Let's say somebody bites you or a dog bites you, then you go to the hospital, and the people from the hospital wakupe rabies, the rabies serum, the anti-rabies serum. Now that is a form of artificial passive immunity, and it will protect you against rabies. So what are the advantages and the disadvantages? Advantage ya passive immunity is that the antibodies are already ready-made. So you don't have to wait for the body to produce them. So, and a disadvantage is that passive immunity is short-lived. It's not long-lasting, it's short-lived. Now that's a disadvantage. Another disadvantage is that some people have allergic reactions to these serums or these types of vaccines. Now that is another disadvantage. So there's somebody who, like a couple of days ago, somebody had asked me this question: what are the types of vaccines? So I told that person who vaccines are of different types. We have killed vaccine, we have toxoids, and then we have live attenuated vaccine. Okay, so when I'm talking about live attenuated vaccine, these are live viruses. Okay, these viruses have been cultured under different conditions in the lab. These viruses are disabled, kwanza, but they still hold the virulent properties. So some of these viruses or bacteria are like BCG, measles, rubella, mumps, rota, oral polio vaccine. So these are the live attenuated vaccines. And then the killed vaccines, these contain microorganisms that have been destroyed. They have totally been destroyed. They can either be destroyed by chemicals or heat or antibiotics. So examples of these vaccines, they include hepatitis B, they include the Haemophilus influenza type B, they include the injectable polio vaccine, they include also the pertussis. Yeah, pertussis. Yeah, that one. So these are killed. They are totally killed, not like live attenuated vaccines. Then toxoids. We have toxins such as tetanus and diphtheria. These are inactivated toxic compounds from the microorganisms. You know, different microorganisms, bacteria, they have different types of toxins. So these toxins are inactivated, then they are introduced in the body. Then they serve as vaccines. Okay, so what are the KP schedules? So I'm going to just go through kidogo chap so that you can understand some of the vaccines that are given out in the clinic and how many doses they are given. And these types of vaccines, what do they fight and where are they given? Okay, so the first vaccine, immediately when a child gets mtoto azaliwe, immediately after first contact, when a kid is, let's say even before afike 7 days, this kid has to be given BCG. Okay, so BCG, what does BCG fight for? It protects the kid from tuberculosis, TB. Okay, so when this kid is given TB and anapewa wapi this BCG, is intradermal, by the way, and it's given at birth, ama first, immediately akuje for the clinic, anafaa kupewa hii BCG. Okay, na hii dose mostly likely inapeangwa intradermal, as I had said. The other vaccine ni ya polio, inaitwa OPV, that is. So OPV ina protect somebody from poliomyelitis, and it's given 2 doses, and it's oral. Inapeanwa kwanza at birth or within the 2 weeks. Then the other dose is given after 6 weeks, then after 10 weeks, and after 14 weeks. Okay. The other vaccine is rotavirus. It protects the kid from rotavirus diarrhea, and it's given orally. It's given the first dose at 6 weeks, then the second dose at 10 weeks. Then we have IPV. It protects you against poliomyelitis. Hii inapewa intramuscularly on the upper outer right of the limb, and inapewa at 14 weeks. Then we have pentavalent. Pentavalent na protect from diphtheria, whooping cough, hepatitis B, tetanus. And this one mostly is given on the left thigh. Okay, on the outer part, that is, inapeanwa at 6 weeks, at 10 weeks, and at 14 weeks. Then we have the pneumococcal vaccine. The pneumococcal vaccine, also termed as PCV10, inaku protect from meningitis, Haemophilus, that is inapeanwa in the right thigh, na inapeanwa in 3 doses. We have 6 weeks, 10 weeks, and 14 weeks. Then the other one is measles, rubella, that is protects you from rubella, measles, that is it's given in the subcutaneous right upper arm, na inapeanwa at the 9th month when the kid is hit 9 months, and anarudi tena akiwa na 18 months, that is. Okay, then we have supplements where the baby is given vitamin A. Vitamin A anapewa akiwa 6 months, anapewa, then anapewa TCA, that is to come again. Huwa inaandikwa kwa the book, the antenatal care book. Sawa, so vitamin A kuna kwanga na ile the red one and the blue one. The red one inakwanga 100,000 international units, then the blue one was 100,000 international units, then the red one is 200,000 international units. So, and mostly it's the red one that is given at 6 months. So somebody also can ask me the route of administration. I had said earlier, BCG is intradermal, OPV is oral, rota is oral, and then the others, it's intramuscular, okay? Apart from vitamin A, ambao ni oral. You can also be given the yellow fever vaccine, and the yellow fever vaccine inapeanwa in the left upper arm, na mostly likely inapeanwa when the kid is 9 months. Hapo ndo huwa anapewa. So what are the side effects of these vaccines? Different types of vaccines inakuanga na different side effects. So your baby, ukimpea BCG, anaweza react tofauti na yule ambao amepewa measles ama oral polio. So let me go step by step. Tuanze na BCG. So BCG vaccine, ukumbuke hii, it's an injection. Sawa? So for injections, we have different types of effects. It can lead to an abscess. It can also lead to osteomyelitis. It can also lead to widespread lymphadenitis. Ukumbuke, an injection is being used, and the healthcare provider anaweza kudungia your kid vibaya, and it can cause this side effects, that is. And every time there is a reaction from the BCG vaccine, huyu mtoto anafaa kupewa anti-tuberculosis drugs. Sawa? Immediately ijulikane kuna side effect ya hiyo BCG vaccine, huyu mtoto anafaa kupewa anti-tuberculosis drugs. Ukumbuke BCG inakuprotect from TB. Lakini this is a live attenuated vaccine. This means that this TB, this live attenuated vaccine, it's a microorganism that it's still alive. It's still alive. Lakini it has been, how can you call it, suppressed. It has been cultured under different conditions that enable it to be disabled, as in the virulent property has been disabled, but still this is a live microorganism and it can cause TB, okay, if administered wrongly. Okay, another vaccine ni kama oral polio. Oral polio inakuanga na adverse reactions, lakini they rarely occur. Okay, kumbuka ni oral. Sometimes oral haikuangi na vitu mob, lakini ile ambayo ina cause a lot of reactions ni ile ambayo ukimpa mtu na injections. Okay, sasa kama measles vaccine, huwa inafanya mtu awe na fever, your kid anaweza kuwa na mild rash, sometimes anaweza kuwa na convulsion, diarrhea. Okay, na DPT inamaanisha diphtheria, pertussis na tetanus. Some of these reactions are minor. They include persistent crying of the baby. It include excessive somnolence, convulsion. Na sometimes mtoto anashinda tu akilia tu. Ukiona tu mtoto wako umempeleka hospitali adungwe apate DPT, the pentavalent, na bado analia tu kulia. We just bring the kid to the hospital. Okay. Then we have the recombinant DNA hepatitis B vaccine. Hii side effect yake inakuanga pain. It is always painful, by the way, and it can cause fevers, swelling at the site of the injection. And ukiangalia kama sahi hii COVID, a lot of people are having different adverse reactions. Kila mtu have, unaweza pata mtu amedungwa AstraZeneca hana hafeel kitu yoyote, lakini unapata mwingine akidungwa ana swell mguu ama anasikia tu njaa. So every vaccine has different side effects and adverse effects for different people. Okay, it's not for the same, as in huyu akipata akiumwa na the site of injection, unapata mwingine haumwi. Sawa? So unafaa ku take a lot of precautions when you're handling these vaccines. And ukumbuke, some vaccines are contraindicated. That is, apata mtu anaambiwa huyu, this type of person, because akona this type of genetic condition, afai kupewa this type of vaccine. So some vaccines are always contraindicated. Like live vaccines should not be given to individuals with immune response impairment. That is, mtu akona leukemia, mtu akona HIV AIDS, a person who is pregnant. There's some live vaccines ambao hawafai kupewa. Okay, and unapata hawa watu ambao wanakuanga na hemophilia, that is, they're always bleeding, ama thrombocytopenia. Hawa watu ambao ukiwadunga tu hivi wana bleed kubleed. No, these people, any vaccine ambao inapeanwa through the intramuscular route should not be used for these patients. Okay, so mtu anaweza niuliza, okay, so the kids who are born and are HIV positive, are they not supposed to be given the BCG vaccine? Najua some of you will ask me that question. Iyo haimaanishi they should not be given the BCG. Okay, So BCG, regardless whether you're HIV positive or your kid is HIV negative or HIV positive, this kid should be given the BCG. So just take them to the clinic, to the hospitals, and make sure that the hospital staff are aware that the baby is HIV positive, and they will know how they're going to administer the BCG vaccine. Sawa. Okay, sawa. So what I had said earlier, immunization, it's all about protecting the community from a specific disease. When I'm talking about the AP, I meant the expanded program on immunization. Na KEPI, you just need to add the Kenya there. So the Kenya expanded program on immunization. Okay, so ukumbuke kuwa it was initiated in May 1974. And one of the goals is to protect more people in this changing world. Unajua, the more the world is changing, the more diseases inakuja, and the more the diseases inamaanisha there's new technology in terms of vaccines or immunization. So we need AP. We need the expanded program of immunization to protect us from diseases. Hizi ambazo zinatumaliza, hizi diseases ndogo ndogo like TB, polio, tetanus, whooping cough, hepatitis B. So we really need to immunize our kids. So if you know that you have not taken your kid apate immunization, please fanyia mtoto justice. Just take the kid, apewe the immunization. Najua your parents will make sure you got all the vaccine. So usinyime your babies, usinyime your angels from getting this protection. Now, okay, so if I am done with my talk, I know nimeongea haraka, I'm from Coast. But if you have any questions, please raise them at the chat box. Na nitazipitia and we can answer them before the session is over. Okay, right back to you, Katile.
Hello, thank you so much, our speaker. I'm so glad for that session. I can already see some questions in the chat box. Maybe I can read them out. Ivina is asking, if a child is crying after injection, it's not because of the fever, but as a side effect should, I don't understand. Ivina, maybe you can clarify your question.
Hello.
Hello.
The speaker had said that the injectable vaccines, sometimes they cause a side effect whereby the baby is just crying and they should be taken back to the hospital if that occurs. So I was asking if the baby is crying, it's not because of fever, so it should be a cause of concern.
Hello, Lucy, I don't know if I've got the question.
No, sijasikia anything, okay.
Hello,
yes?
Can you hear me now?
You are breaking.
Okay, can I type my question again? Let me just type.
You are clear now.
I was asking. Hello, can you hear me? Hello.
Yes, we can hear you.
We can hear you.
The speaker had said that sometimes when the baby receives the injectable vaccines, one of the side effects is that they cry too much. So I was asking, should that now be a cause of concern, or sometimes is it because of they have a fever?
Yeah, I've had. Okay, so when I go back, when I was talking about the side effects and adverse reactions to vaccination, I had said that the child has persistent crying, that is analia kulia. Okay, let me talk in Kiswahili. So this kid ameenda kapata a vaccination, let's say DPT, diphtheria, pertussis, and tetanus, akadungwa. And this type of vaccine, by the way, it's very painful. Kids cry a lot ukiwapia hii vaccine. So unapata this kid umemdunga tayari, amenyamaza, let's say amenyamaza, ameenda home, but jioni anaanza tu kulia, analia, unajaribu kumnyamazisha, unamnyonyesha, but this kid just cries. Then ukiangalia the site of injection, unapata kuwa ukishika hapo ndo ana react. It means that this kid akona pain at the site of the injection. Ukimwangalia body temperature, akona hotness of the body, as in ako hot, febrile. And ana high pitched crying, that is ile analia na the high pitch. Na akona excessive somnolence, that is ako like weak. This kid, most likely, if you want to take this kid to the hospital immediately, ataanza kuconvulse. Sawa? So, simanishi immediately anapewa hii chanjo. No. Immediately anapewa hii chanjo na anaanza kulia. It means that it's painful. Ukimpea maziwa ama food anaweza nyamaza. Lakini umemtake this kid home, but this kid is still crying, and it's the high pitch one. Ama akona fever. Inapanda to the fever. You're giving PCM, but bado haishuki. If you delay bringing this kid to the hospital, this kid ataanza kuconvulse because of the high temperature of the body. Ataanza kuconvulse. Na most likely akiconvulse na bado hujampeleka to the nearest hospital, anaingia into coma state. So these are just the signs and symptoms ambazo zinakuonyesha kuwa huyu mtoto akona a side effect ama akona an adverse drug reaction to the vaccine, that is. Have I answered your question? Yeah. Yes. Yeah, yes. Ivina, yes. When you go back.
Yes, you have answered me, yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for that. I think we have another question from Mario Scania. She's asking, what is the importance of vitamin K vaccine at birth for the child and the mother?
Oh, sorry, I had forgotten to unmute. So I talked about vitamin A, not vitamin K. And I said vitamin A is just a form of supplementation. So that's what I said.
Okay. We have another question from Jerry Runguru. Why is it that when a child attains the age of 2 years in public hospital, one is advised that no vaccine should be administered, whereas in private hospital, there's a certain vaccine that they advise a kid to be vaccinated? I can't recall the name.
No, because right, I think I had already given you the schedule, and the oldest ambao anaweza pewa vaccine is 18 months, ambao anapewa measles, for measles, the second dose of measles. Okay, and that is 1 year and a half. Okay, I work in a government hospital, and 2 years we don't give any type of vaccine apart from if that kid ameumwa na dogi, anataka ama ameumwa na, there's something anafa anapewa anti-rabies or tetanus serum. Those are the types that we give. But the scheduled one on BCG, on OPV, on rotavirus, on the important ones, the 5 important ones, this kid has to be given from at birth to 18 months. So if anaweza niambia which type of vaccine that anapewa in the private, hapo ndo naweza kujibu. Because sijai kufanya kazi na private, and nimeshinda nikifanya kazi in a government hospital, and 2 years we don't give.
Okay.
Next question.
Thank you. I hope Jerry answered. So the next question is from Williams. Since immunization reaction differ, is there a way a child can be helped or treated to maintain calmness?
Okay, like I had said, every vaccine, as in every human, let me talk about human, apart from child, because a child is human. Every human, and I react differently. There is a way that person A, akipewa the BCG vaccine, ata react from person B. Okay, so, and ukipata vaccines ambazo zinahitaji injections, sometimes one is the health provider and cause most of these reactions. Okay, they are man-made. Like ukidunga mtu the intradermal ya BCG, then akose, instead of intradermal, apeane, let's say, subcutaneous, sama aipe intramuscular. Unaona, huyu amekosea, amempea the vibaya. Unaona, so inamaanisha huyu mtoto ata react from the BCG vaccine. Ukumbuke, BCG, these are live attenuated vaccine. Okay, so inamaanisha ita react. Huyu mtoto atakuwa prone kupata TB. So immediately after huyu mtoto amejulikana akona an adverse reaction on BCG, this kid has to be immediately started on the anti-TB drugs. Unaona? So some vaccines, let's say they're caused by the health workers, mostly ambazo zinahitaji injection. And mtoto akireact tofauti, inamaanisha yeye person A na person B wako tofauti. You know, the body is different for different people. So different people will react differently. So if you're given this type of vaccine, let's say anaweza develop a fever, but the same person, another child amepewa the same vaccine at the same time with this child, but haja develop anything. So we can't just say that kutakuwa na like a solution on it, because in kila mtu ana develop tofauti. Unaona? So hapo it will be hard to form a formula ya kusolve hiyo. The only solution is how our public health workers are supposed to kupeana the right doses at the right time on the right way for the right person. So akifollow the R's, the 5 R's zinaweza protect this kid. Okay, so another question. I hope I have answered, because najua I talk a lot.
I hope, Becky, you are answered. The next question is from Evina about the baby-friendly vaccines. Are they the same as the ones as the KP ones given?
Pardon again?
About the epi vaccines. Let me read the question again. about the baby-friendly vaccines, are they the same ones as the KP ones given in public hospitals?
Yeah, unajua, okay, when nikisema KP, it's like, KP is a Kenya Expanded Program on Immunization. It's the same schedule at the public hospitals or the private hospitals. It's just a fancy name of calling it KP. Who add the K hapo, ndio at least tujulikane, the Kenya Expanded Program of Immunization. That is iko kwa ile antenatal book. If any of you ameona the purple book, the antenatal ile book ya NC, kuna a place, I think page what? I hope sijakosea, either page 22, nimesahau. So hapo ndo iko na the vaccines ambazo the newborn, as this newborn grows, anafaa kupewa. Iko na the type of the vaccine, and it's treated for what, and inafaa ipewe wapi, and at what time. Okay, so it's just a fancy name. It's a fancy name of calling it KP. It's the same. There's nothing different up. Okay, back to you.
Becky is asking, is it bad to give a child painkiller and Piriton before immunization?
You know, Manisha, what's a BCG? It's given exactly after birth. That is, amezaliwa immediately ama at first contact. As in, so mtoto bado, this kid is still young. You can't say painkillers. So nataka awe into coma ama apate shock or something. No, you know, there's some types of vaccines like BCG. Why would you give a kid painkillers now for like 1 day old? Okay, so okay, let me take this scenario. This kid is let's say 6 weeks old. Anafaa kwenda kupewa rotavirus, anafaa kwenda kupewa pentavalent, anafaa kwenda kupewa pneumococcal. Na this kid is sick, na let's say ako na allergic reaction ama ako in pain. Yeah, you can still give, but at the right dosage. Don't overdose this kid. Okay, you can still give, it can still work. It still works, by the way. Ukumbuke, when you're going for immunization ama vaccination, you're just boosting the kid. Unampea, you're giving this kid an opportunity to protect themselves against these diseases ambazo zinaweza muua in future. Unanielewa? So that in future akipata, let's say apate awe in contact with the poliomyelitis or in contact with hepatitis B, this kid would have already been given the pentavalent. So inamaanisha hatakuwa na adverse reaction, hatakuwa na protection. So I don't see mtoto ambaye amekunywa Piriton ama amekunywa painkiller hafai kupewa. Still, hata kama this kid was under medication, let's say this kid alikuwa anapewa, let's say AL, this kid can still be given the vaccine. It does not have any reaction. Lakini upate kuwa some vaccines zinadungwa, unamdunga huyu mtoto intramuscular. Ukumbuke like hiyo ya 6 weeks ama hiyo ya 14 weeks ama ya 10 weeks. Imagine huyu mtoto akienda clinic anadungwa shindano 3. Hata wewe mwenyewe as an individual, utasikia aje shindano 3? Yeah, IPV. Yeah, kumbuki atakuwa in pain. This kid will be in pain. So I'll advise you to wait kidogo. Kama this kid is sick, apate dawa, umpeleke hospitali, apate the correct medication, apone, alafu apewe the vaccination. Okay, I'll advise for that. Okay. Yeah, I can see Agatha and Oliza. Sometimes mothers come at the hospital for BCG after a week. Yes, it's still correct. Okay, inasemekana BCG it's at birth or at first contact. Sawa. Just at first contact with the child. If this child has never been given BCG, immediately unaona hiyo book, alafu unaona, and you're a healthcare worker and unaona huu mtoto hajapewa BCG, unaweza mpa immediately, no questions asked. Yeah, and then I've seen a question from Staki Tuiruke. I've seen a question from Mini, alikuwa anauliza kuhusu people living with HIV. As I had said earlier, when I'm talking about immunosuppression, nikasema kuwa types of immunosuppression, kuna HIV, sindio? Kuna another type of suppression inaitwaje hiyo nimesahau. So hapa Mini, I didn't want to confuse you. Okay, kuna some children ambao huwa wanazaliwa in the hospital settings, and then unfortunately these kids wanna contract ama kama the batimbaya, let's say that's batimbaya, they get HIV positive. So that does not mean this kid anyimwe BCG. This kid can still be given BCG, but ukumbuke wakipewa BCG, there's a way before they're given BCG. Okay, there's a way that they are immediately started on the HIV antiretrovirals. Okay, before they're given the BCG vaccine, there's a way immediately. So there's something called Irish immuno. It's okay. Let me not just talk about easy doctor terms, easy kubwa, but they just know there's a way. They are still given BCG, but kwa mpangilio. Okay, because we don't need this kid to react. We still don't need this kid to react negatively from the vaccine. So why should I have my child immunized if all other kids in school are immunized? Amoit, sijaelewa hiyo swali. Why should I have my child immunized if all the other kids? Oh, yeah. What? I've understood you, Amoit. Okay. Yes, all the other kids have been immunized, sawa. But still, kuna the rotavirus diarrhea out there. Okay, there's still kuna whooping cough, kuna tuberculosis out there. Still kuna diphtheria, kuna whooping cough, kuna the influenza virus out there. So you still need to immunize your kid against these viruses. So yes, the other children have been vaccinated, but that doesn't mean that the microorganisms are not in the environment. They are there, and your kid will still get it. Yeah, your kid will still contact, so you still need to vaccinate your kid. So wait. I hope I've answered your question. Oh, yeah, hata naona Wanjiku Hilda amejibu. Thank you, Wanjiku. That is totally correct. So, Agatha, how about giving a baby vitamin A at 8 months when a mom may be late? Sijaelewa hapo. Agatha, sijaelewa hiyo swali.
Maybe Agatha can mute and ask the question.
Oh, yeah. So, vitamin A, we give them, the first dose is given at 6 months. And we have another one, ambayo inapewa to 6 to 12 months. Okay, ukipea at 6 months, unapeana 50 international units. Ukipeana at 6 to 12 months, this kid is given 100 international units, 100,000 international units. That is the blue one. The blue one. Then after 12 months, the kid is given 200,000 international units, the red one. Yeah. So you can give the first dose at 9 months, then you can give after every 6 months. That is twice a year. Then until huyu mtoto ako like 60 months. So you can start the first dose at 9 months. Then every 12 months, that is twice a year, you take the kid back, apewe vitamin A. The other month, after 6 months, umpe another until this kid is 60 months. That is. Sawa Agatha. You can still give at 8 months, but ile ambayo naweza recommend ni at 9 months. At 9 months. Akikujia the measles vaccine, anapewa tayari na the doke, anampa vitamin A hapo. I hope I've answered you, Agatha. You know, sometimes children are given the vitamin A during, let's say, when we have these CHVs ambao wako community, wakitembea kwa community. Let's say they're giving polio vaccine, or when they're giving, there's a campaign on polio, or when there's a campaign of deworming, unapata sometimes these CHVs wanabebanga the vitamin A. So it doesn't have any impact. It's just a supplement. Vitamin A is just a supplement. Sawa. It's just it's for supplementation too. It's not that strict. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, sawa. You're welcome, Agatha. I can see that there is no other question. Becky amesema ame-enjoy. Okay, that is so good. At least nijue somebody ame-learn kitu.
Hello, I think it's a question escaped from Mini. Should you kindly elaborate on why you said HIVs should not get vaccinated because of their compromised immune system? On the other hand, kids born with HIV can be vaccinated.
Pardon, I think there's an issue in the network.
Minnie is asking, like, if it's possible, that's why you said HVS should get vaccinated because of their compromised immunity, but on the other hand, you said kids born with HIV can get vaccinated.
Oh, as I had said earlier, when nilitaja HIV, I was talking about immunocompromised people. Okay, but when you're giving BCG to people living with HIV, children that is who are positive, there's it's like a program. Kuna venye huwa wanapewa. It's like it's not the awapewi immediately like the you know, BCG is it's a live attenuated vaccine. That is this BCG vaccine, if given vibaya, huyu mtoto can develop TB. Okay. Entirely, this kid is already immunocompromised. So there's a way that they are given in the clinic. Sijamaanisha kuwa they are not given. They are still given, but under observation. Okay. They are under observation. Because there is because of their immunocompromised nature, that is, they have to be observed, that is. Okay. Evil too. But if they have any other type of immunocompromised condition, some types of vaccines have some adverse effects. And when they're given, they have to be under observation. Yeah, that's what I meant. And then now there's somebody who was asking about rubella. So when nikisema rubella, it's the German measles. It's just another term for measles, the German measles. So, and kama mnaelewa German measles, ina spread from contact or with saliva, ama mucus, ama air droplets. And this can be produced from when a person ambao ako na rubella ama measles ana cough ama ana sneeze. Sasa hapo ndo unaweza pata rubella. Sawa. So measles ama rubella, they're given in the subcutaneous right upper arm. Now zinapewa when the kid is 9 months in 2 doses. That is, the first dose is when the kid is 9 months and the second dose is when the kid is 18 months. Sawa. Yep. Hiyo ndio rubella. It's just German measles. So when I say rubella, I mean German measles. Yeah. Any other question? So the children, they contact rubella from air droplets, as in droplets ambazo ziko na the virus, that is ziko na the German measles. So when an infected person sneezes ama coughs and the kid inhales ama come into contact with the saliva ambayo iko infected, mtoto anaweza develop the German measles. I hope umeelewa. Ndaliuliza swali Wanjiku. I hope Wanjiku umeelewa. Back to you, Katile.
Thank you so much for that great session on QA. I'm really amazed and so much about the vaccination, actually about the people with HIV, and I'm really glad I've learned something today. So I really appreciate our speaker. And I can just see in the comment section from Irene, the session is flowing and I'm learning a lot. Thanks for the speaker. We have Nutrition Sheila, awesome session. I got knowledge, and Chiku, she has learned a lot. Amoit, awesome session. Thank you so much and have a great night. Session was good from Jacqueline Nauma. From Connie Keimeni, thank you so much for the session. I've learned a lot. I can see generally the session has been amazing actually for me, and it was actually so fluent and really at gain. So I really appreciate that wonderful session. Thank you so much, our speaker, Lucy Maina. I'm really amazed by the presentation. So I don't know if, for those who are following Facebook, I can't see any question. So I really appreciate that. From Dixon, she's saying today's session was interactive. Jacqueline saying she had so many quizzes, but where she is fun, even though I've learned a lot. Thank you, Jacqueline. You can still fill the feedback form. I think I have shared the feedback form in the group. So maybe if you have questions, they can be answered later. So I really appreciate so much our speaker for that wonderful session. Maybe back to you for your closing remarks.
Okay, thank you so much for listening to me. Najua, I was mixing Kiswahili and English. I hope that you understood. I'm hoping that you are able to understand the simple things. You know, when you think about, when I'm talking about immunization, it's something big. And if this 1 hour session umelewa kitu, let's say like BCGs for TB, that's a plus to you, at least umelewa. And I'm so glad that you guys were able to be with me mpaka nimalize. I hope no one alilala or something kama hiyo. So if you still have any question, you can still type them. I think the Facebook, I think we're in Facebook Live. You can type Apple. When I get time, I'm going to answer it. Okay, and hiyo swali ya HIV infection, I'm going to research more on it and I'll make sure nimewajibu perfectly on it. Sawa? Okay, sawa. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And everyone, thank you for joining and listening to the speaker and to the incorporated. So with that, I wish you all a good evening.
Okay. Good evening to Unikoni.